welcome to another edition of Akashic Insights Weekly. I'm your host, Jen Dushen of jendushen.com, Akashic Swan Guidance. We're looking at the week of April 4 through the 10th. So we are in the April, the 4, the 22 of the year, so double 4 energy. This is very much about aligning to what we're devoted to, really finding the balance between polarities to walk the path into what is peaceful for us, what is true for us. So, first card of the Illuminating Journey deck. It was created by me with the Akashic Records. Soul Portal 28. I feel like this has shown up recently. And here is a perfect card for this week. It's this awareness, the figure, maybe that's you on what looks like some sort of diving board, an awareness of all possibilities. Here you have all these choices. And so it is now being asked of you to divine or decide what you're going to focus on. What is your ideal destination or desire of travel? Because as I often say, it's not where you go, it's how you go that makes the difference, right? That's the journey. So what are you choosing to be entranced by, connected to? Where do you want to grow? Where do you want to go? What is it that you want to be in service to in this time? What will bring you peace? What will help you align to who you are? This is such an incredibly sacred time, but it's also a time of making decisions. The 28, 2 plus 8 speaks to the 10, that this is a universal 10-month, and it is about focusing on a direction. It is also being infused with divine light and love, allowing what is possible to become possible. And you are the kind of instigator, you're the innovator, you're the one who is in charge. So it's this kind of propelling you to take charge of the decision you're making about how you want to travel. What do you want to bring forward? What do you want to be devoted to? And then card 2, well, isn't that fun? We just had a 1, which has some green in it, and now we have a 2. So Soul Portal 2 is very much about reminding us of, to have one thing doesn't mean we don't have another thing. And that's often the diversification or polarization of how we think about things. We often see things kind of like we say in black and white, like it's either this or that. But really, it isn't so much that as it is what we tell ourselves it means. It makes me think about how sometimes when we're asked a question, I see this with my clients, I see this with myself, the Akashic Records, they have a question, right? And then they're asked, why do you want to know this? And some people feel like, oh, I shouldn't ask this question because I'm being told off. But yet you can see the question as being, I need more clarification. So why do you need to know this? So I can actually help you with what you need to know. And so this is what this card is reminding me of. It's reminding me of the deep sense of peace we have when we accept that all things are open to us, but we are needing not only information, but an acceptance within ourselves, that we are willing to walk the path, that we're willing to do the things that are required of us in order to get to the next place. Peace doesn't come because we turn our heads, or that saying, turn the other cheek, or because we accept that somebody else is in charge. Right? Like we don't really, we're like, I want to do it my way, and they're deciding. That's not peace, right? That's an illusion of peace. Peace comes when we find the stillness within us to allow ourselves to be who we want to be and allow others to be who they want to be. We don't need to police others. We don't need to force ourselves on others. We don't need to punish ourselves or others. we do need to get clear about what it is that we need. And sometimes, like we see here, we really need to step into that place of nothingness or nature or our nature, so we can just be in stillness with what is valuable and true to us in this moment. And so it's that sense of clarification, that sense of peace that allows us to draw on the courage and conviction to continue on our journey, to stop being polarized, but to really find that place that allows us to go, this is this and that is that, and I'm choosing my path in this way because this is what I'm aiming for. This is what I want to gain or experience. And then the third and final card is the 24. So that's the 6. So very interesting, because the 6, of course, speaks to the year we're in. And we're in the 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. And then 22 is a 4. So we have both the 2 and the 4, which makes the 6. So I love how we're being kind of guided in this way. The first card, which started off with the 2, but it's a 10 or a 1, which is the month of April. The second card, which speaks to the 2s. And here we have the 4 and 2 and 6. So very, very powerful to have this. I'll put that light there, that's bothering me. So I think it's very powerful for a number of reasons. One, because we started off, and you see how this is, we can see this card as asking us to make a direction, asking us to commit to something, regardless. We're not committing to it because one is better than the other. We're committing to it because it feels that this is what's calling to us. This is what we feel is right for us. And I love how the colors are very are repeated between these two cards, right? So this is the direction. This is possibly the destination, the place of being at peace. And this green energy, which could be of the heart, which is present in all the cards, kind of speaks to what takes us from the direction or the yearning to the destination, to that place where we're like, oh, I've arrived and I can connect to the things I want. So when I look at this card is always a card of such invitation, and an invitation to really sink into what we desire, what we're kind of focusing on or aiming for or wanting to create, that we sink into the fact that we have this, right? We have these options, and it's luscious and it's divine, and it also requires us to maintain a certain integrity, a certain awareness of who we are and what we desire, clarity, so we can actually choose what it is that we're desiring to experience, so that we are reinforcing that energy of peacefulness, of confidence, of courage, of everything is available to me if I'm willing to be clear, if I'm willing to be devoted, if I'm willing to really bring all of me into this lusciousness. So this is really that sacredness of being able to know I am here. I am here in the space where my soul longs to be, my body longs to be, and I can express who I am and what I desire, and I can experience things, and I can decide what those things mean to me and how they fit into my overall picture. So that's the reading for this week. I think it's a very powerful time we're in. It is powerful, but there is the opportunity to be distracted or to choose things because somebody else tells us to do it, or because we had a moment about it and we made a decision, and even though things have changed, we're still going to do it anyway. So all of those reasons why we choose things that are not connected to our heart, to our sense of belonging, right? The longing to be who we are that is taking us on this path. So really choosing clearly, define why you want this thing, so it will really help you to position your thoughts, your mind, your heart in a place of being open, welcoming this energy so you can step in. And I feel like this card really speaks to that sense of welcoming you to see and know yourself in a new way so you can be in this place. You can arrive at the place that's going to help you be more of you. Wishing you an amazing week. This is an incredible time. It's so empowering if we choose to focus on that clarity and knowing what we want, even though it might bother others or upset others or not get the response that we think we're supposed to have, and instead keep focused on where we're going, not be distracted by the ideas, the opinions, the noise out in the field. And I'm Jen Duchenne, jenduchenne.com, Akashic Swan Guidance. I do have the program, the Pilgrimage of the Soul, coming up starting in May, and it's a program of journeying into the confidence, into the trust of stepping into the unknown, into the void. How do we move into this quantum time? Because the tools that we have up till now can't really help us where we're going, because nobody we know has actually been there. It's so funny, I'm holding up the cards and this is the back of the deck, the 3, which is the key. It's that willingness to be playful, to know nothing, and to just explore and create, which may be the greatest way to truly find our decisiveness, our ease with moving on our path. So if you are interested in the Pilgrimage of the Soul, it does include working with the Illuminating Journey Cards, which are an incredible, sacred, powerful, soulful tool that were created for this time, that we can step into the unknown, because these cards are the key to shifting. So if you're interested in that, I will put my info below if you want to get hold of me, and as soon as the link is up for purchase, I'll have it there. And I'll see you next time.